In my case, I have a very huge challenge with writing, especially on my right hand. The weakness there is actually very huge, and it's a huge disadvantage for me in that area. And what's it called? Most people with post-polio syndrome, from my observation, actually, I don't think they are even aware that they have anything like that. Myself, I wasn't until I started going for physiotherapy in UI, and it was actually Dr. Kimbola that actually suggested it to me. I think it was we're back in 200 level then, and I just discovered I've been having this problem consistently, and it's difficult bringing it to the attention of the faculty because most of the times these people just begin to look at you as if you're trying to take advantage of the system because of your condition, or you are like the problem child. You want about them offering special treatment every other time. So I mentioned it to Dr. Akimbola personally, and she was the one who suggested that I go to Jaja. Apparently, Dr. Akimbola has actually done some research. I mean, some work and even written articles about, the legal aspect of these issues of persons with disabilities and all of those. So apparently she was a little bit conversant with what I was going through. So she was the one who advised me to go to Jaja. Then I got to Jaja, then went to the physiotherapy section, and that was where I actually got to learn about post-polio syndrome for the first time. And I started taking a few measures, to actually correct it. I had to change some of the some of the enhancement I was using initially. When I came to you, I was using the wooden crutches, and I had to change it to these aluminium crutches because the wooden crutches is actually very bad for the condition and all of those things. So it kind of makes the case worse, and you know, plenty recommendations and all of those things. So the physiotherapy part is àfisùúrù ní matter yẹn because I think it's not cheap. If you have to keep up with treating yourself, post-polio syndrome and all of these things is not easy. Like owó yẹn kò jọra wọn rárá. Some of the equipment I was asking about, I think I asked Doctor, was it Doctor Dada or Doctor Alonge that time, mate here, I shall know that I asked somebody in physiotherapy that time, and the kind of enhancement you need, like if you want to be doing your personal stuff at home and all of those things, that those things were not sounding like what a student can afford. Even some many working class gone, but they did, yeah. So it makes the treatment sort of inaccessible, not just physically but financially. So that's the challenge. And back to the whole educational system, it's the the I mean, inclusion is even a challenge generally in Nigerian educational institution anyway. So if you're even bringing a subject or an issue that is not as popular as post-polio syndrome to their attention, it's like you are saying something out of the ordinary. Like I explained to you the last time, in law school, when I went to the school clinic, to go get a medical report, I mean, validating that I actually have this challenge, and I'd like the school management to look into it and give me some consideration with respect to examination time and all of these things. I noticed that the doctor who happens to be the CMD, that's the chief medical director, had to actually Google post-polio syndrome before he actually, you know, in fact, when I told him post-polio syndrome, he was actually interrogating me about it a little bit, and it goes something like, this is a condition, and your physiotherapist actually told you this is what you have. I could just tell from the demeanor that he probably doesn't know about this, and I don't know, maybe it's because he's not a physiotherapist, maybe physiotherapy is not his expertise and all of those. I mean, so